So
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it's like.
yeah,
It's a complete change
we're
in
here. It's just a little
every.
changed up a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely changed. It's different. New name,
New name.
new name, kind of a whole different
Hey,
direction, I
new
guess.
logo. New logo.
Definitely new
Fucking
logo. Pretty pleased with it.
awesome.
ChatGPT is amazing.
Hey,
Um,
gotta love AI for a reason, man.
no, dude, when I asked for the logo, and you should have saw the first one. It
Was the
was
first one good?
it was crazy. It had, I don't even know. It had like a Lock 4 dam in it, a buck, a set of golf clubs.
Oh,
It was all over the place. And then Rain was just like, make it just, for example, like you look at Good Good, their logo is very simple, but everybody knows Good Good's logo.
yes, yes.
You know, like Dale Brisby has Rodeo Time, his podcast,
Uh
and
huh.
it's like it just says Rodeo Time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually a picture of him in the podcast, the guest, and then like a famous picture of that person, so you kind of know. So I just said make it basic, make it more just unique but basic.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He has a podcast. It's called Dale Jr. Download, and it's literally his logo is DJD. That's it. Like you don't need anything. You don't need anything crazy
No,
for a logo.
no,
Um,
yeah, ChatGPT gets a little crazy,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
love it. But I love it.
Gotta love AI. The only issue with being something that like is way out there is you're like,
Yeah,
oh, what are these people gonna talk about? You know,
yeah,
they're
it's
gonna
true.
you examine something too much and you're like, are they talking about golf, country, hunting? What are we doing?
Everything,
Everything.
everything our lives revolve around are pretty much all those.
Yeah,
We're kind of all over the map in things we do. You
yeah,
know, one weekend maybe a bar, one
yep,
weekend maybe just straight sitting by the fire and country music, and then
mm-hmm,
one weekend maybe straight golf.
yep,
Right, so it's kind of all over the place. But I mean, I guess that's part of being young, kind of just enjoying your weekends and doing things.
I
But
mean, shit, I golfed 3 days this week.
yeah, sure did, sure did.
Every
Uh,
single day sucked. I was terrible, but it's fine. We don't got to talk about it.
that's
It's fine.
fine. That's fine. All that matters, good outcome. Good outcome in the end.
Yeah, sure was, sure
So
was.
obviously we've already started. Um, for anyone watching, we did change the podcast identity, I guess you would say. So this is actually Lock 4 Talks podcast, sponsored by Lock 4 Outdoors. Of course, this is on the Lock 4 Outdoors YouTube channel. But, um, yeah, I mean, kind of like you said, the whole reason for the revamp was don't be something you're not. And I think
Mm-hmm.
you can talk about your faith. Any of us can. If your
Mm-hmm.
faith, even if you have little faith, I think you can still tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is I think the way we were doing it is right idea, but just with our age, I don't think we have enough experience in the aspect of how we were trying to combine it. And then at that point, it becomes not you, right? It becomes
Yeah.
not us. It's not the people we are. So uh, today, I just woke up this morning and was like, let's do this, but let's do it based off the people we are, right? Let's
Yeah.
just be ourselves. There's nothing we need to change about ourselves. God made us a certain way. Be our certain way He made us, right? So either way, this podcast is way different. It's more us. There's going to be things said that Lord knows what, and there's going to be probably heated discussions on hot takes because these are terrible, and
Okay,
there's
my
going to be
hot
a whole
takes
lot
aren't
of.
that bad. It just depends on what you're asking me about.
No, they're hot. They're hot. That's for sure. They're very hot. But
Hey, I
either
like to voice
way,
my own opinion.
yeah. Either way, since we did revamp, I think we're going to probably push out 1 to 2 podcasts a week. Probably some more content for the YouTube side of things. Obviously, deer season's over at the moment. We're still waiting on that to get back to us. Fishing right now, the bass boat is down for the count. So, ain't been fishing too much. I
Mm-mm.
still have it in me, I know that. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of podcast, and I think we're going to film some more just like our weekend content because I think I don't really necessarily know if people should see what we do, but I think it's funny anyways. So I think we have a good time. Um, but yeah, definitely want to focus more on the podcast sort of thing. and go from there. But while we jump into it, we have a couple things. We're going to break down who we are.
Okay.
Lee, what are some of your favorite things in life?
Golf for sure. Love to golf.
Yep.
I'm terrible at it, but if I got to spend $200 to buy golf balls and shirts and shoes and all that shit, I'm gonna do it because I like to do it.
Yeah.
I do. I wish we were fishing every weekend again, but do love fishing. Country music, of course. Um,
Sure.
work. I love to work. Do it every day. So,
Yeah, that's true.
and I love a good bush light.
Yeah.
I love a good bush light.
Quick plug, huh? Quick plug. Yeah, no, those are great favorite things. And that's kind of the thing is people don't realize we're usually, like, I'm married, but you're kind of like a side piece for me, right? Like it's,
Oh yeah, for sure, for
I
sure.
think we're together. Well, for one, we work together. For two, on the weekends, we are looking to do something. I hate wasting weekends. And I told you before before the podcast started, is like, Kojo did a podcast with Dale Brisby, and I watched it, and one of the best things he said was enjoy every day because every day's not promised. Don't stress about tomorrow, the next week, next month, next year. He was like, just genuinely do what you want to do, have fun doing it, but remember the time you have is priceless,
Mhm.
and don't just be at home 12 hours a day. On the weekend, go do stuff, go have fun, go enjoy life. And I think that's one of the biggest things is young people, we have this narrative that you have to work so much, and that's all your life revolves around of work for being retired. And it's like, yeah, but what about your weekend? So I try to get the best out of my weekend. So I would say some of my favorite things are, for one, obviously being married.
Mhm.
That's way easier. Um, Being married's great. Love my wife. And then friends. I think if anyone knows me, I love being around friends. I don't know why. It's something I love to do. I love my friends. And then doing stuff on the weekends. I'm always looking to do something. I don't care if it's for an hour. I don't care if it's for 12 hours, but I want to do something. And then, of course, Busch Light is the go-to choice. Miller Lite is obviously great. But I'm kind of one of those ones, whatever's at the function, I don't care. I'll drink it. It can't be too fruity. I need just a regular beer. And yeah, I love golf as well.
Mhm.
I try to play it a good bit. Mm, and yeah, that's kind of who I am in a nutshell, I reckon. So it's fun either way. So,
Man, it's so funny. You were just talking about like the whole, all these young people. They feel like they have to work to retire, everything like that.
mhm.
You know, so I went to Daga last weekend,
Yeah.
and so if you don't know what Talladega is, it's a big race, NASCAR. Everybody knows it. Talladega Nights. Come on, Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last.
Don't know what to
Um,
do.
yeah, don't know what to do with my hands. But man, it honestly put some things into perspective for me last week. I mean, a 22-year-old driver named Carson Hocevar won his very first NASCAR race. 22 years old. That's how old I am.
Probably one of the most emotional, like, head cam hearings I've heard in a very long time for a NASCAR.
Yes. Like like this, he's a 22-year-old kid. He does iRacing when he's not doing actual racing. He streams, like he gets to have fun as a 22-year-old and make a lot of money doing it. So
Yeah.
why can't we?
Yeah,
Like
his
why can't
job
we
is
just have good
literally
fun?
driving as
Yeah,
fast as you can to win.
dude,
Yeah.
I want to go 200 miles an hour. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, yeah, I think that's a really cool story too, is like his first ever win is at
Hmm.
one of the most memorable racetracks of all time. I
Hmm.
think everybody, when you ask, especially guys that are big into racing, like I'm not big into racing. I know a little bit about it, but it's like there's only two answers for number one track. You've got Talladega and you got Daytona.
Yep.
It's really based on where you grow up at. So
Yeah.
for me, I'm 10 minutes from Talladega, so mine's going to be Talladega. Even though I don't really watch racing, but I'm sure it was your first time, right?
Second time.
Second time. So
First
this
time
one's for your bachelor's trip. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Good to be a part of that.
Yeah, we went down there for a bachelor trip. It was a great time. We got to see Kip Moore playing concert the night before the race, and then got up there about 11:30, 12 o'clock. They raced till 4:30. Lee was quite drunk during it. It was great. But it was a good time, man. And you got all these people in one area, and there's no hostility. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Rednecks drinking race cars. And you got to see a pretty nasty wreck, which is usual. It's expected.
But it came at a time that's not usual. So NASCAR races in stages now. It's not just 300 laps, just go, go, go. No. They race in stages. So you have the first stage, which was like 108 laps, and we knew no one was going to wreck. They're just racing for points, trying to get as many points as possible in the first stage. The second stage, which no one thought there would be a wreck in the second stage, but Bubba Wallace was out in front and got tapped in the back and took out like 26 racers. I think they finished the race with like 27 people. Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, it's almost one of those things like, do you think that kid would have won if it never happened, right?
Yeah.
Because, he's going against so many veteran drivers that have raced it before, and I think that just goes to show, like, you never know what's going to happen. And it takes you back to the Kojo saying, like, you never know. So just enjoy day by day. Don't stress. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think social media stresses a lot of people out. Because, like, you can lay in bed, get on social media, and then be scrolling for 4 hours. And there goes 4 hours you're never going to get back. And that was one of the biggest things he said was every second, every hour, every day, you never get back.
Yeah.
And he's like, enjoy every moment. Like, Kojo doesn't have social media. Like, his team runs social media. He has zero.
And it's hard, though. It's hard not to doom scroll, especially at our age, man. Like, you go sit on a toilet, you're getting on your phone.
Yep.
Like, it's just, that's life now.
Yep.
We get most of our news from Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. And like you said, it stresses people out.
No, it definitely does.
Because they push headlines, and it's like, hey, this is what you need to know, and you're like, that's not what I wanted to know.
Yeah, it's like, no, I didn't care about that. I needed to know where the nearest Bush Apple restock was. Like, I don't,
exactly.
Like, I'm too young to worry about political. That's the thing, too, is like, young people that have political views, like, I don't really get into politics. I don't care for politics. I think that's what ruins our society. But it's like, golly, being so young, caring about your political views, it's like, bro, just enjoy life. Like, you have no reason to even worry about it.
Yeah.
And you see all these people getting, like, these deep, just heated conversations. I'm like, bro, why?
Yeah, there's no point.
Like, I'd rather argue about what beer tastes better, even though they pretty much all taste the same. But it's like,
oh, okay, that's wild. That's a wild take.
No, it's
to say
not.
Every beer tastes the same is crazy.
I mean, your main topic beers, you can taste the difference for sure, but it's like, it's never going to change the outcome for me when I drink one of them. Like, they're all going to do the same thing when I drink.
That's fair. They all do the same thing, but they don't all taste the same.
Okay, well, either way, favorite things off the list. No more political talk. I'm done talking about that. That's not what this is. But either way, little cool story from Talladega. It's awesome. I would say, I mean, you had a successful week.
I did.
Talk us about your week. I know a little gist of it, but I'm sure the people want to know about Lee Saylor's week.
I mean, went on a date. It went great.
Sure.
That's
sure.
Most of my week. That's most of my week. I mean, work was great. Golf 3 days this week, so work was definitely great.
Yeah, you had a successful week.
Yeah.
When you get to golf 3 days in a week, you had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
And a date to throw on top of that.
Which was golfing, so even better.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
hey, honestly, some people would say golf dates are, as the first date, is tough.
It's tough.
Because you have the mindset of like you're about to tee off on TPC Sawgrass
Yeah.
on a Sunday when you're on a
Guess
date.
guess what I did on the first tee? Topped both of them. Breakfast ball and all.
Yeah, that checks out.
Breakfast ball
But
and
hey,
all. Topped them both.
that happens. That happens, right? So,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, with the revamp too, just having some of our friends on because we have friends that are. I mean, I've named off 3 people before this started that are completely opposite, but we all have a great time together.
Yep.
And I would love to have every single one of them on here. But
The
yeah,
hot takes from all of them are going to be great.
yeah, like stories of the week for me. Pretty boring week. It's actually my dad's birthday today, so happy birthday, Big Rob. 49, looks 72.
Yeah.
But his birthday today, and besides that, the week was just a normal, regular work day week for me. Nothing too special. And those are kind of the ones you look back on and you go, did I waste my week, right? But it's
Yeah.
you have weeks like that, right? So
Yeah.
I think this coming week we have a very eventful Thursday through Saturday. I'm pretty excited about that. We're probably going to pop out a pod on Friday after we finish everything. And Lord knows how that
Lord
podcast is
knows.
going to go, but I'm pretty excited about how it's going to go. Because on Sundays I'll go and you can tell in my face, like I sleep all day on Sundays. The enjoying of Sundays for me are my head on a pillow and not caring what's going on that day. So
Yep.
I think, Rain and I, we went and got Panda and I ate it and I fell right back to sleep. And I woke up and got ready for this podcast. So
Yep.
that's about it. So either way, I think one you had brought up country music. Obviously, I think you and me both love country music. We love different genres of country music.
Yes.
I think that's how you and me are very. It kind of makes sense why we're friends because I'm 80s to that 2000s range, and new country. I really do like some of the new country that sounds that 80s, 90s.
Yep.
And you're kind of more of the 90s
Mm-hmm.
to 2000. So we kind of meet back in the 2000s, but the 80s, 90s genre is where we're different. You like, I'll let you say it. You like, man, what's that one?
I
you
mean,
like?
give me just a second. I got a whole playlist for just 90s country.
You love Garth Brooks.
I do like Garth. I do sometimes, most of the time. I like Garth.
I'm just, me, I'm not a Garth Brooks fan. I mean, Friends in Low Places, phenomenal, sure. Outside of that, don't really care for Garth. And a lot of people, I get a lot of freaking slack for that. People hate when I say I don't like Garth Brooks.
It's just it's if you can look past some of the things.
That's what I don't look past, is some of those things.
Look past some of the things, but like 90s Tim McGraw,
Yeah, sure.
Diamond Rio,
Yep.
I mean the Dixie Chicks, Reba.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, and I guess that's where we're different too. Is girl country? You really do. Like
Okay, but here's the thing about me with girl country, is I like 90s girl country, and then girls now that sound like 90s girl country,
No.
or are trying to sound like 90s girl country,
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, honestly, a lot of these songs in here really start in like 85 to like 90.
Yeah.
But I can get behind your 80s country music though. I still love
Look,
Keith Whitley.
every function we go to, everybody knows who's grabbing the aux. And that's the thing. I'm a big music guy, right? I have playlists for every type of function we could be at. I've got your today's country. I've got my favorite, I think, very Hall of Fame playlist, which is Cowboy Country. That one comes on when it is a certain group of people that can.
And the beers are going down.
Yeah, that means they're going down smoothly. I've got a beach playlist that you could be on stage with Nickelback, and then the next song, you're absolutely crying in your pillow, right? So, I've got a little bit of everything in those, and I think the Cowboy Country one, which is going to be my throwbacks. I say this all the time, is I talked to my dad about it. I'm like, man, y'all grew up where music was just different. It was really about life. And like the music now, back then in the 80s and 90s, when you listen to it now, it still hits for now. Rather
Yeah.
than this new country, it's like lifted truck, this, and that. It's like, bro, just talk about life. And I think that's why I love 80s so much, is because it was about life then. It was,
Yeah.
everything they were saying was real. You know, I mean, everybody knows country is, it's women, beer drinking, and it's trucks. That's what it is. But when you add those stories, like Tim McGraw, I think old Tim McGraw, or well, I
Old
should say
Tim McGraw.
young, in his
Yeah.
prime, Tim McGraw
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think he was amazing. You know me, I'm Keith Whitley guy,
I
which would
mean,
kind of be a hot take if you think about it. But I've always said Keith Whitley is the king of country for me. I think he is the greatest country singer of all time.
I
I think
think, I think if things didn't happen to Mr. Tim McGraw, or not Tim McGraw, Keith Whitley, I think he would
I
be.
mean, I still think hands down he is the best. I think his lyrics are better. I think he sings phenomenal. I mean, but also then again, it's an opinion. People love George Strait, but I
Mhm.
think they love George Strait because he's like the all-American country singer. You look at, you
Yeah.
see the pearl snaps, the jeans and boots, the cowboy hat, and it's like George Strait doesn't wear that all the time. George
Yeah.
Strait goes golfing. He
Yeah.
does all these things, and I don't think a lot of people know too much about Keith Whitley, but he was a very hometown guy, small. He didn't care about interviews. He didn't care about it. He literally just he was one of those guys that had a talent that could sing, and he did not care.
Yeah.
He didn't care for interviews. It was just he was in love with music, and that's nothing against George Strait. George Strait had to play into, you know, that era was he was the king of country. But Keith, man, I love Keith Whitley songs. You know, a lot of people, you know,
And I mean, you kind of got to give it to George Strait a little bit because I mean he's fighting against people now in this era
oh
of
yeah,
country music. That's I mean nothing against Morgan Wallen, but I don't have I'm not much of a Morgan Wallen fan.
yeah. You're actually really against Morgan Wallen. You don't like him
Yeah,
at all.
like there he's got some good songs, whatever, but
Yeah.
um, I mean it's not country music. It's lifted trucks and all this, that, the other.
I don't get the
It's
whole walking out on stage thing he does.
yeah, me either. Me either.
It,
Just
I
come
mean, I
out
get,
like you're
but
straight.
also that's what makes you unique. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
I think Morgan Wallen's a very unique individual to where like he has all these mess ups every year,
yep.
and he always bounces back from them. And I think it's
Well,
because of
because
what he does is unique.
he also, if you look at him, man, he feeds into it a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, props to him because like there's some people who can look at life and be like, no publicity is bad publicity,
Yeah.
and he's one of them, which is good for him.
Yeah, I will say one of the things about Morgan is he's Morgan Wallen. He's not going
Yeah,
to change. He
yeah.
just won't. And I think that's why it works for him is because he doesn't. I mean, he don't give a shit what's
Yeah,
posted
he
about
don't
him.
care.
He
He
just
don't
does
care.
his own thing, and that's how he is. And you know, I mean, kudos to him. I like Morgan Wallen's a good bit of his music. I don't listen to him as much, but you know, back in the high school days, I mean,
Yeah.
7 summers ago, sure, that was
Hey,
a great one. You know, who
chasing
didn't
you,
listen to it?
chasing you. Great song.
Chasing You, yeah. I mean, and he's got so much good music, but I
I think kind of like my displeasure that comes to Morgan Wallen. I've never really explained it, but it's like listened to him in high school, great, good country, and then I
yeah,
found what I really liked, and it was like, oh, I don't need that, I don't need
yeah.
that.
No, I think that's a good point. You know, in high school, I wasn't into the '80s, '90s. I didn't listen to it. I didn't know what was out there.
Yeah,
And I will say, I think with our generation and where we're at in today's time is like you can go back. You know,
yeah,
back then it was burnt CDs and buying burnt CDs that were obviously because albums were too much to buy. Now it's like you pay $20 or 15, whatever it is, $15 a month on Apple Music, you can go back and listen to whatever you want to.
Yeah.
And man, when I got out of high school, and I remember the first time I heard Keith Whitley, and I was just like, damn,
Yeah.
that dude can sing, you know. And
I remember the first song that I heard of Keith Whitley. You showed it to me. We were in the truck. I remember it vividly. We were driving back from I think you had picked me up at the office. We were driving back from the office, and you played I'm Gonna Hurt Her on the radio.
yeah.
Oh, and that song,
Yeah,
I was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you got 10 Feet Away, No Stranger to
Great
the
song.
Rain. You know, a lot of people too, like Randy Travis. Golly, he's got so much good
God,
stuff.
love me some Randy.
You know, like, and I'm not talking about his basic music. If you go and deep dive in Randy Travis, God, he's got great music. Randy Travis. By the way, R.I.P. David Allen Coe. He did just pass away. I was never a massive David Allen Coe fan. I know a couple songs, but I know our boy Tyler was a massive David Allen Coe fan.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
But there's just there's so much good music back then, and I'm glad I found it because it took me away from this modern shit.
Yeah.
And
And
allows
like,
me to live off of this music that we get now.
and I mean, there is still people out there putting out good music now. I mean, you got Zach Top.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys you can throw in the 80s, 90s now that are trying to bring it back, which is, like you said, Zach Top, massive Kojo. Kojo and George Strait, you could argue same person at this point.
Yeah.
And I'll argue it. My favorite country singer is Cody Johnson. I argue all the time the king of country is Cody Johnson of our era. It's kind of like Michael Jordan, LeBron James. That's how I look at George Strait and Cody Johnson. You know, and I will argue with anyone that I think Cody Johnson sings better than George Strait and his music's better than George Strait.
I'm just going to put this out there. It's a hot take.
No, it's a very hot take. No one's going to agree with me on it, but I will argue it to the day I die. Just because, I mean, Kojo's the man, and that's my favorite. So, yeah, you know.
The most distinct difference between me and you, though, is the subgenres of country that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Because you really do like, especially in the newer country, you like Kojo, you like Zach Top, all of them. And don't get me wrong, I will listen to Zach Top, Kojo.
Oh, yeah.
I like them all.
How could you not?
Like them.
Yeah.
But my favorite is the Red Clay Strays. Those are my dudes. You know?
And that's the thing. It's kind of like you just said. I love the Red Clay Strays. It's just they're not my favorite. But when they release a new album, I'm going to listen to it.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be banger. It's going to be banger. But like I saw the Red Clay Strays at Zydeco in Birmingham for $15.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go back to that place now.
No, especially because it's no longer there. But I saw them for $15 4 years ago, and I fell in love right there. I was like, that's it, you know, and they're more of that folk style, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then you got people like Treaty Oak. Love Treaty Oak.
Oh, yeah.
Rock country than anything. Yeah. I think they call that Americana because it's the same genre like Coe Wetzel's under, which love Coe Wetzel. Love a lot of Coe's older stuff than I do his newer stuff. His new stuff's still good, but these are like I think that's the most distinct difference between us two when it comes to new country music.
Yeah.
Is the subgenres of country we listen to.
Yeah, no, for sure. And kind of talking back to the people that are trying to bring back the old school, you know, I think this guy's been blowing up, and I don't think he gets talked about enough is Braxton Keith. I mean, that dude has jumped fully back into old school. I think Gavin Adcock, for example, I look at Gavin Adcock, and I'm like, that is Hank Williams Jr. in our generation. Like, the way he does his concerts are not normal. Like, it's not an every person concert to go to. You know, if you're not there to enjoy country music, but also get wild, I mean, like, they're throwing beer cans up there and he loves it. He feeds into it. Mm-hmm. You know, I saw a clip of Hank Williams Jr. at a concert and he grabs a rifle and just starts shooting it in the air, letting rounds off. And it's like, if Gavin could do that in our era, he would. 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, the guy blew up going to a football game on top of his school bus shotgunning a beer. Yeah. You know, like, not many people are going to do that and care about their image, and he just doesn't. you know, and
He's the same way. No publicity is bad
no,
publicity, man.
yeah, he doesn't
It's
care.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I think Ella Langley is you definitely became '90s, which she had a little revamp as well, kind of like the podcast did. She
Yeah.
went from singing today's country to changing everything about her to '90s, '80s country, which you're what they call Ella fella, I believe.
For sure. For sure.
Uh,
Love me some Ella Langley.
no, her music's great. Rain loves Ella Langley's music. I think we listened to a song today. Um, on the way from Panda, and it was Choosing Texas, and she just released, or well, didn't just, but she released a music video, and it's got JB Mooney, Dale Brisby, it's got all these famous, Luke Grimes from Yellowstone's in it, and it's funny enough because it's almost like a little shade. Rain brought up like Riley Green should have been in it with her. Instead, she chose Luke Grimes, which Riley Green is in that show, The Marshalls, with Riley Green or with Luke Grimes, and I think that was hilarious. But either way, there was a lot of great music, and you know we are going to do a lot of rating new albums, so I'm excited about that. You know,
I am too.
Kojo has an album, Banks of Trinity, coming out very very soon that I am super pumped about.
The Red Clay Strays are dropping an album soon as well.
Yes, they are.
I'm actually about to look this up.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm excited about Kojo's is because he said, you know, Kojo, he said this one's completely different. This one is strictly about, you know, it's strictly about where he came from, and kind of, it's not going to be what people, he said, necessarily not what people want to hear, but it's what he wants to put out. And Banks of Trinity, I've listened, he's got Hello Lonesome on there, and I Want You is a phenomenal song for him to release. And that's one thing that I don't think we talk about enough is I hate when country music artists drop an album and they release almost 7 songs in the album.
Yep.
Or they drop the full thing. I'm like, why? Just release one good song, maybe 2, and then let the album rest until it's fully released.
Well, so the Red Clay Strays actually have on their Apple Music here. They're dropping theirs June 5th, so next month.
Sure are. Grateful.
Yes, Grateful. They got
See,
3
that's
songs.
the thing. They've already released 3 out of the 11. They got to stop. Which People Hating's already been released.
Yeah.
That was just a regular song.
The only new one that, because People Hating, If I Didn't Know You, have already released. The only new one is Demons in Your Choir.
And I'm hoping they release no more music until that album fully
They
releases.
They won't.
And but no, he's very unique. I mean, 6'7", and he's, you know, just up there letting it ride.
He looks like Johnny Cash, and I mean the guy's got such a unique voice. I mean the whole band is just so unique. Their drummer is sitting there on stage shirtless, hitting his vape while he's drumming. You know, like these are people. They're so unique. They're so different from each other.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Kojo releases his June 26th. So we've got those 2 albums for sure in June that we're going to be rating. And it's going to be fun to go through those and talk about them. And, yeah, I mean, you've got Luke Combs. He released The Way I Am. Phenomenal album. Tom Myers, heavy on the soul. Tom Myers don't get talked about enough. He's a young guy, but he can sing like no other. He's phenomenal.
Do we know when Hudson's dropping another one?
I think he released his this year. That early this year, the exclusive. But it was an EP. It's only 5 songs. Actually, that was July 25th, so I take that back. That was not
that's
coming up on a year.
songs.
So, yeah, he's probably working on something. Hudson, you know, and that was one of the things Kojo hit on, too, was some of these guys, young people, with us having the social media we have, he was like, a lot of these guys didn't have to do the grind. You know, a lot of country music artists that never made it are very butthurt with the aspect of how all these guys end up becoming big because of social media. And it's like,
I mean,
like that's what we've turned into.
I mean, it's...
Which Kojo doesn't, because Kojo made it. But I'm sure if Kojo never did, like, yeah, he'd probably feel a certain type of way as well.
But, I mean, you also kind of have to respect it, man. I mean, you use what you have to your advantage. And I mean, if you're dropping a song on TikTok, like a snippet of a song on TikTok, and everyone knows, like, as soon as it drops, everyone knows the chorus of it. You know, you're dropping the most catchy thing on it. I mean, it makes sense. Use what you have to your advantage.
Right. No, I agree. So we got a lot of albums coming out, a lot of country music to talk about. Which, I mean, this podcast is probably going to be mainly country music because that's what we listen to. We're going to talk about funny stories and stuff like that, but country music is just something we like. So I'm actually going to pop up the power rankings on the screen with us.
Okay.
So people can see it as we're talking about it. But Country Central is where you and me have kind of looked at all of our stuff. It's kind of where we get our updates on albums, because I love listening to country singers that aren't well known, but Country Central posts them. And I love going to listen to new music. I think that's one of the biggest things about me is, like, I'm always looking for new country to listen to. So we can kind of get into the power rankings. I guess we can go 20 through 1. Okay. I think that's not bad. So we'll probably look at 20 to 11 first on the screen. But coming in at 20, he dropped one spot, but we got Ty Myers, guy we've already been on. Super young kid. I don't even know if he's 21 yet. And this guy is up on stage talking about Lord knows what, and he's shirt off, having a blast. But
he was just in Birmingham.
And that's the thing. The women love it. And he's going to play into it because he is a younger guy. So I do like Ty Myers' music. He's got more of that soul train country in him. I love soul country. I love country that states a story, and it can kind of give you, make the hairs raise up on your arms. So Ty Myers at 20. 19, which is he went up 2 spots, which has been around for a good minute. Part of that, mid 2000s range, but John Party and I'm a big John Party guy. I do love John, the person he is, his music, but John Party's music is a little, modern day.
I mean, come on, Mr. Saturday Night himself.
Yeah, sure. But 19 for John, I think that's pretty good at some of these names I'm seeing up here above him. Number 18, he dropped one spot. Tucker Wetmore. I'm not a big Tucker fan.
He got known because he sounds like
Morgan Wallen. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and don't say I don't like his music. So I kind of take back I'm not a big fan of him. I'll listen to his music. I have before. The only issue is I don't know. Nothing really unique to me about it.
He sounds like Morgan Wallen to me. I mean,
but hey, play into it, right? I mean, play into it.
Yeah.
I remember actually one of the best things that he never released, but he released it on Instagram in a clip, was him singing off of Top Gun. What's that song with the piano? Why is it not clicking?
Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis.
Dude, he did it on his piano. I wish he'd released the song, because he sang it in a way you don't really hear him singing regular songs, and I thought it was a phenomenal way he did it. So that was actually really cool. Number 17, he went up one. Been around for a long time. But Jason Aldean. I love Jason Aldean. I think growing up as a kid, you hear the country music top 25 or top 50. You're always going to hear Jason Aldean. All these guys, you'll always hear them. So Jason Aldean staying in top 20, being a little bit older. And I don't even listen to his music no more. I'll listen to his old stuff when it comes on, but I really watch, he's on Buck Commander, so I watch that all the time during deer season. And because you don't get to see a lot of country singers, like, what they do outside of music, and a lot of them are full-on rednecks, and you wouldn't think it, because you look at Jason Aldean when he's doing concerts, and he's almost got, like, an alternative look to him, rather than, a full country look. He's all into the black and the chains and skulls and stuff like that, so.
Kind of looks like Brantley Gilbert up there, but. Yeah.
Brantley Gilbert, God. If you listen to him, you're going to have a long night. A very, very long night. You're probably going to look to fight someone, to be honest.
I mean, one of his songs is called Small Town Throwdown. I mean,
yeah. Kick in the sticks.
Right, kicking in the sticks.
Yeah.
Banger.
Number 16, you got Tyler Childers. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. I love Tyler Childers.
I was a huge fan of him right out of high school because like that's when I started listening to my own stuff, and
Yeah.
Tyler's been there for me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things when me and Rain, so my wife, for anyone that doesn't know, but Rain, when me and Rain first started, I guess when we first got together, um, man, we listened to a lot of Tyler Childers, Uh, I mean, Lady May is it. For me, that song holds a special place in my heart. It's nostalgic for me. I love that song. I'll probably get chills every time. I remember the first time I heard it. Believe it or not, I was in the shower. First time I heard it, and like, man, it brings tears to my eyes when I listen to it. It's just a really good song, and I know Tyler Childers has been through a lot. So,
Hmm.
but the way he bounced back, and man, I really do like Tyler Childers a lot, and I know you do too. I know you the
Yeah,
same way.
yeah, a big fan. I remember first song of his I ever heard was "Shake the Frost," the live version.
Oh
I
God,
mean,
yeah.
he was 17 years old, you know, and he performs this song, and it that song just hits. And
Man, yeah.
I think the big thing that we've talked about tonight is telling stories, and
Oh,
every single one of his songs tells such a good story.
yeah, it does.
You know,
Nose to the Grindstone,
those
phenomenal.
"Follow You to
Phenomenal.
Virgie." I mean,
Yeah.
we can sit here
The
and we
live
can
version, though.
the
The
live
live
version.
version. The acoustic, like,
If you know it, he goes, "Follow You to
Follow You to
Virgie."
Virgin. Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest things, too, is you and me love acoustic rather than, like, full instrumentals.
Yep, yep.
Um,
And I'll say it. I'll go ahead and say it. There is a person on this list that I used to shit on because you could hear his music over. Or his music was over his voice most of the time.
is it top 20?
Yeah,
20 to 11?
20 to 11. I
Okay.
had I
I got
had
a
a
good idea.
big problem with one song of his. Well, actually, two songs of his.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we're probably getting close then.
Yeah.
Um, at number 15, I I'm not gonna lie. I will take full. I do not care. I'm taking this. I don't think anybody was a Sam Barber fan before I was out of our friend group.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm still not a Sam Barber
Yeah,
fan.
I
I
love
know
Sam
Dancing in the Sky.
Barber so much. And he was one of those guys that blew up on social media. He blew
Yeah.
up on TikTok. He was singing in like this abandoned gym
Uh huh.
and the echo, but his rasp is so good.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Sam Barber just released an album. He
I gotta
released
listen to it.
it's called Broken View.
I
I
gotta listen
listened to
to
a
it.
little bit of it. Not my favorite that he's ever released, but I'm still listening to it. But he did just release an album as well.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I can't really say yes or no how I feel about him being at 15, just because of the fact of like I said, I know
Yeah.
Dancing in the Sky and Indigo with him and Avery Hanna.
I
You
think
know,
you could put Ty Myers over Sam Barber. Now these other guys haven't released nothing,
right?
so but
I
I
mean,
think
and
Ty Myers
I
could be
think
over
what we
him.
should actually do. I think what we should actually do after we go through the top 20 is talk about people that are lower down on the
Oh
rankings
yeah, that could
and see
definitely get into the
that
top
could be
20.
into that top
Yeah,
20. Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, Sam 15. So now we're getting into our top 15. 14 is Red Clay Shrays.
big
We
fan of that one.
obviously hit on him, and I believe that Red Clay is probably a little low.
I
But
agree. I agree.
we haven't
I
said
agree.
some of the names on here, but I think they're potentially a little lower. We'll
I
see.
agree.
I think they could be
Especially
higher on this
especially to
list.
see especially to see there's one guy up on the top 10 that I don't think needs to be on top 10 anymore.
Sure. Sure.
Um and then there's one girl on top 11 that they should definitely be at least there.
Oh, Lord. All right. Red Clay Strays, obviously new album that we're gonna rate when it comes out.
Yep.
We're probably the day it comes out, we'll probably do a pod as long as we listen to the whole thing. We'll probably how we're gonna do our ratings is you go through the whole thing, you do a top 3 songs. After your top 3 songs, you then rate the album. Um, number 13, Hudson Westbrook. Uh, I'm not gonna lie, I'll take advantage of this again. I put everyone on to Hudson Westbrook out of our friend group. Don't care what no one says. I did it. I know for a fact I did it because the song that blew up was on TikTok that I found,
Hmm.
and when I heard it, I was like, "This kid is special." And since then, it's been like
Well,
this his
so
career.
so I actually I'm a little booty tickled about how uh he showed me Hudson Westbrook. Okay, we're sitting on his pontoon boat, and he goes, "Hey, you need to listen to this new Parker McCollum song." And I was like, okay. And he plays it, and I'm like, I've heard this before, you know. And he was like, "Oh, really? You have?" I was like, "Yeah, I have." He goes, "Well, it's funny you say that. It's Hudson Westbrook." I said, "Okay, you tell me it's Parker McCollum, and
Yeah.
I've heard this before."
Yeah, no, I mean, I think everyone knows when Hudson, um, he's definitely got that. He's got that Parker McCollum sound to him, for sure.
Especially in that one song.
Oh yeah, I mean the song that blew up. You know, it's God, what's it called? He's released so much since then that I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Take Your Time?
Yep, Take Your Time. I believe that's what it is. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, Take It Slow.
Take It Slow.
Take It Slow. When he released it, I heard it and I was like, I could get all my friends with them thinking this was Parker.
It's so crazy, man. Like he blew up in 2024. You know, it's just crazy to think about. Like this man's probably 23, 22, 23 years old. Blew up in 2024. And,
social media,
and is already in the power rankings as 13. So it's really.
Oh yeah, no, it takes us straight back to. I mean, it takes us straight back to social media and our generation, how quick you can blow up. I mean, there's one day I could release a song and then it blows up and I'm on a tour bus playing in stadiums. Never's going to happen. But still, you know, that's just how social media works.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what life's going to give you, but when it gives it to you, you better take advantage of it, and he did, and he still is. So I think he's rated pretty fair. I think there's a guy or maybe two you could throw over, but I like Hudson, so I think it's a good spot. Coming in at number 12, I'm going to argue he's probably top 10. One of my favorites. Actually, one of my first concerts I ever went to at Orange Beach Amphitheater. Number 12, Parker McCollum. One of Rain's favorites, one of my favorites. Parker is...
I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. I think we need something new from Parker.
He's releasing an album this year.
Okay, perfect. Because I was
releasing an album this year, so...
Do love Parker McCollum. Great music.
I
will say I had an issue with a couple of his songs that I felt like I could hear his music over him more than I could hear him. Which
so that's who I figured you were talking about.
Handle on You was a big issue in my eye. I was like, all I hear is his freaking guitar or his drum.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite songs by him were a little bit newer. But Tells I Lose. I think that's a phenomenal song that a lot of people hear. Because a lot of people are going to say, oh, Pretty Hard or, you know, Hell of a Year, stuff like that.
It's between two for me. It's either which one of them's a newer song. Back in 2022, Stoned. Great song. Or it's going to be one of his older songs in 2015 off of Limestone Kid.
Yeah. Phenomenal album.
Yes, Meet You in the Middle off of the Limestone Kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a really good song.
That was actually, I think, one of his first songs I think he ever released.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that album in 2015 he released, I mean, he wasn't even big yet. And I think if he re-released it now, it would blow up. 100%.
I think there's so many good songs on here, too. You got Meet You in the Middle.
I think Silhouette's on there. That's a good one.
Silhouette's on there.
Yeah, Silhouette's a good
one.
Oh, yeah, High Above the Water.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I mean, he still plays that in concerts, I'm pretty certain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Parker's great. Number 11, I could care less. This spot should just be blank. Shouldn't be this person.
I agree.
Number 11, Megan Maroney. She dropped out of the top 10. But
I mean, it's not definitely not where I would put her. There's a bunch of people in the top 20 that are better. There's a bunch of people in the top 40 that are better.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, look, Megan Maroney's going to be the Dolly Parton, I guess is what people call her, Dolly of our generation. I disagree. I think she tries to dress up like it, but Rain, one of the things Rain says is she dresses up like a Barbie doll. And, you know, me personally, I could care less for her. She could probably drop all the way top 50. Her her early stages, she was releasing good music. After that, it was just bad.
Yeah.
So I don't listen to her no more.
I mean, there's people in the top 50 that are I can name 3 from 50 to 41 that are
Yeah.
probably better than her.
Well, yeah. Now we're getting to our top 10. I mean, there's one guy in here that could drop out of top
I
1,000.
agree, actually.
He could drop out of the top 1,000. I think he's a terrible person. Number 10, Zach Bryan. He went up one, don't know why. I could care less. I have nothing good to say about this guy. I think Something in the Orange, cool. I think, what's one of my, Purple
Well,
Gas, sure.
I got Godspeed lyrics on my arm, so I gotta say Godspeed.
I think,
I do.
what's that one? What's that one song? Burn, Burn, Burn. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I do. So I think Zach Bryan. I listened to a lot in high school. I listened to a lot of his older stuff that you can't even listen to on Apple Music anymore. He's
Yeah.
taken it off because stories have came out about those songs, and he was the bad person in it, not the woman,
Mhm.
and he sang it as the woman was the bad person in it.
Yeah.
So there's a little.
Oh! My favorite song's "Oklahoma Smoke Show" by him,
It's
for
a
sure.
great song.
And that's the thing. If you take away the
And-
stuff the stuff about him and you just go music, I would put him in the top 25.
Yeah.
But just the person he is and publicity wise, yeah, he's garbage to me.
Yeah.
So, but either way, I'm past him. I don't
Yeah,
really.
that's
I don't
fine.
have anything to say about him.
That's why I said. I think the Red Clay Strays could be in the top 10.
Yeah. Now this number 9, sure, George Strait, King of Country, right? So, George Strait.
He's still up there.
Yeah, that's the craziest part is that he's still up there. I think that's, I think it's cool. I guess I don't really know how to break that one down.
Man. Yeah.
I don't know how to break that one down, but good
It's
for him, I
impressive,
guess.
man.
Yeah.
Longevity in country music is very impressive.
Oh yeah, longevity is the biggest thing I think. But the thing is, George Strait could have retired 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But
It
he
just
loves
shows that he
music.
loves it.
Yeah. At number 8, dropped a spot. Treaty Oak Revival. We talked about them in earlier in the pod, but Treaty Oak, sure, phenomenal.
They're their own thing, and I love it. I love it. They're very
There's not many people like Treaty Oak, and their band. I think that's hard. Is like when we were growing up, early 2000s, is Florida Georgia Line. They break up, but man, they were killing it.
Yeah.
So Treaty Oak, I think they're very unique in the way they do things and their concerts. Like there's that one song where they just absolutely throw alcohol everywhere.
Boomtown, USA.
Yeah, and you can get smacked in the head, but that's part of it. You pay your tickets for that one part. So good for them. Top 10. Number 7, I'd maybe put them over one person in this, but number 7, Chris Stapleton. Go figure, right? You want to talk about soul.
And
guy.
longevity.
Sure.
I mean, he started with the Steel Drivers.
Sure did.
It's very impressive to see that as well. He was actually my very first concert. I saw him at a Braves baseball game. He played a concert afterwards, and beautiful.
Yeah. No, Chris Stapleton's music, I think anybody can love. Truly, anybody, and it's straight soul. Kind of like Sam Barber, Tom Myers, that soul feeling, that different type of voice, kind of that rasp to them. But top 6, Morgan Wallen. I'd put Stapleton over Morgan. I'd put Treaty over Morgan.
George Strait over Morgan.
I wouldn't put George Strait just because there's no new music like that.
I
know he released a new album, a couple years ago, but.
Yeah. But I understand that. I get that.
I would put active, like really active, Treaty and Chris Stapleton over Morgan.
I think there's some people in the top 20 that I'd put over him. And I'd say Parker. Parker could be up there. We do need something new from Parker, and probably the Red Clay Strays could be up there as well. But I'm not going to sit here and shit on Morgan Wallen the whole time.
Yeah, sure. All right, top 5, and I think with our top five, we could rate them as our top five in our order. But
Okay.
we'll say these first, and then we'll do ours.
Okay.
Top five, we'll just go through these quickly. Top five is Riley Green. Number four, Cody Johnson. Number three, Luke Combs. Number two, Zach Top. Number one, for 4 months straight, to start the year off 4 months,
Miss Ethel Langley.
Ella Langley. Lee, we'll kind of let you lead us off on what you believe the top five should be.
So I'm gonna put Zach Top up there. These are
So Zach at one.
These are no specific order. No
Oh
specific
no, I need specific
Okay.
order. Yeah,
Okay.
I need order.
Honestly, I probably would put Zach at one.
Okay.
Zach's really good. He dropped an album 5-6 months ago. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Last year. He
Beautiful.
dropped an album last year.
Fantastic. I mean, of course you got to put Kojo up there.
Yep.
I might not listen to Kojo as much as Gatlin does, but do still.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
That's true, but do still enjoy a Cody Johnson song every now and again. I do love Kojo's older music, so his Monday Morning Merle, Fence Post,
Yes.
names, all of that. Big fan. I mean, I would probably put Treaty Oak up there.
So you've got Zach, Kojo, Treaty Oak.
The Red Clay Strays, and honestly, someone that's not even close to up here. I might have to put Muscadine Bloodline. They're sitting at number
Wow.
31, but
Wow. Yeah, we don't talk about them enough.
big fan of Muscadine Bloodline, man. I mean, they dropped their album 2024, I do believe. That had Inconvenience Store, Devil Died in Dixie, all of that stuff in
1090.
there, and it was beautiful. It was very well storytelling.
And they actually dropped that newest album over those, which was Chickasaw Church of Christ.
Chickasaw Church of Christ.
Yeah, all
and
those,
Playhouse
so-
Land. Yes.
Yeah, so those are really good. Low Hanging Fruit, phenomenal song. So there's your top four. We need one more in that top five.
And like I said, I think I said top five. So we got Zach Top number one,
Kojo,
number two, Red Clay
Treaty.
Strays number three,
Red Clay,
Strays number
Treaty,
four, Treaty, Muscadine.
Muscadine. Yeah, no, phenomenal ratings. I'm not gonna disagree with any of those. I guess at my number one, I mean,
Yeah.
duh, it's gonna
Yeah.
be Cody Johnson. I don't care what anyone says. You can argue with a brick wall, and I will argue
You're
right
gonna
back
put
with.
Kojo over everybody, no matter
Yep.
what. I know.
Yep, as long as he's singing, he's always number one. Don't care. Number two, I'm going to give it to Zach Top. I think Zach Top's music is phenomenal. Zach Top is that 90s Alan Jackson that we all wanted, but he's unique in his own way as well. Not many people get a ACM award or a CMA award and walk up there with a beer.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
Sure.
At number three, I mean, man, I'll tell you what, at number three, that Luke Combs album is phenomenal. I'm not against Luke Combs being number three. I think a lot of people, it's kind of that thing. It's like, oh, modern music is Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen. It don't matter, bro. Listen to the music. If you like it, who cares?
Yeah.
I hate that opinion is like, you're city because you listen to it. No. Luke Combs' music is great. His vocals are great. His lyrics are phenomenal.
I'll be honest, I have not listened to the new Luke Combs album.
So good. So good. Number four, I'm probably going to give to Ella Langley. Her music's great. I think the way she goes about it is phenomenal. So I like her music a lot. And then number five is, probably Riley Green. I think Riley Green's hilarious. I think he's one of those that don't really care either. And he's an Alabama native, kind of like Ella Langley. So them two being Alabama, they're going to be in my top five. One of the greatest states in the U.S. is Alabama, and we produce amazing things: football, basketball, baseball, and country music.
Yeah, I agree.
So that right there would be my top five. So now what we're going to do is we got two more segments. This one we are going to do your hot takes from Country Central voted on by fans. And then we're going to do our one individual hot takes of the week.
Okay.
So we'll start with Country Central. We've got Ella Langley's political opinion does not matter at all.
Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it matters. I think if you're a country singer, it's better to not get into politics because as a country singer, you already have a political view they're going to put you in, which is Republican, which is whatever, I
Yeah,
guess. Because I mean, if political views, if you actually talked about them, you're going to turn into a Taylor Swift, Democrat, liberal, and you're going to go back to pop.
yeah,
Um, Nothing against that, she's made money off of being country and then pop, so good for
yeah.
her.
Good for her.
But yeah, no, this one I don't think really matters. And number two, early Luke Bryan is better than early Jason Aldean. Now this is a good one. This is a
It
good
is a
one.
good one, man. I mean, I do love some "Shake It For Me." I mean,
Oh god.
great song. Um,
But then you got to compare Dirt Road Anthem, right? You compare those two, it's like, which one
I'm
do you
gonna
take?
have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Jason Aldean was better than Luke Bryan in the early 2000s.
Well, I don't know because I look at Drink a Beer by Luke Bryan.
Okay,
But
Flyover
then
States,
again,
Jason
Flyover
Aldean.
States, exactly. There's a lot of good music between both of them. And the best part is they're such close friends. They're both in
Yeah.
Buck Commander.
Yep.
A lot of people think Luke Bryan's not really country. There's a documentary about Luke Bryan breaking
Yep.
down his story, and that guy is
He's country.
as country as it
He's
gets.
country.
Um, I mean, I may be 50-50 on it. I mean, you took Aldean, I'll take Luke. I
Okay.
mean, that's fine. We'll meet
Okay.
in the middle there. We'll split.
Okay.
Next, you got the worst song on Dandelion was Butterfly Season. I mean, look, I listened to Dandelion by Ella Langley. I think there was way better songs than that one. But I mean, I'm not going to
I'll
say
be
I'm
honest.
to it.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even listen to it.
I was about to say, I don't think I even listened, and if I did, I obviously didn't listen to it more than once. So,
Yeah.
therefore, I'm going to agree with this
Yeah, I'll
take.
agree on that one.
Next, Sam Barber will be our generation's Toby Keith. Absolutely
No, he will
not. They
No.
shouldn't even be in the same sentence. They're completely
No.
different. R.I.P. Toby Keith. But yeah, there's no way.
No. No.
There's not a chance that's even.
Zero.
I don't even know why that's even there. I don't know who put that there. That's the dumbest hot take I've ever heard. And whoever put that in there, I'd love to have a conversation at a psych ward with them.
Yeah.
Because that makes no
That's
sense.
terrible. That's terrible.
That makes zero. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anyways, we'll move on. I'm burnt out on Choosing Texas by
Hell
Ella.
no. That is a banger song. It's going to be good for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can be over it all you want. I'm not. That's a good song. That was the song me and Rain listened to on the way back from
Yeah.
getting Panda. So I
Dude,
think that
Texas
song's
is
great.
fire. It's so good.
Choosing Texas, I can tell.
I will say, I maybe a little. You know what? I'll wait until the end. I'll wait until the end.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Next is Tate McRae could drop a country album and I'd be fine with it. I don't even really know.
I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know who that really is, so
All
don't
I know is
care.
she dated
for it.
the kid Leroy.
Well, then, if that's the case, then no, she could not do country music. Next, David Allen Coe has the best version of Tennessee whiskey. No.
Chris Stapleton.
R.I.P. David Allen Coe, but no, sir, absolutely not. Chris Stapleton owns that song, always will. He made that song what it is, personally.
Yeah.
Next, the Ella versus Megan thing is exhausting and unnecessary. I mean, look, it's kind of like Reba Dolly. I'm taking Reba. She is the queen of country. I'm going to take
Taking
Ella
Reba.
Langley over Megan Maroney as well.
Yep.
But
Yep.
my dad would sit here today and say he's taking Dolly over Reba. Dad loves Dolly. So, I think it's healthy to have stuff like this. This is good for both.
I agree. I agree. Do I think it's kind of apples to oranges in my opinion?
Sure.
Um,
Sure.
there's not much of a point in doing it. They're very different from each other. It'd be like saying 2000s Taylor Swift versus Reba, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and that's the thing. I think it's good for country music to have stuff like this. Like Luke Combs and
Versus
Morgan Wallen for the longest in high school, was it? About who's the best modern country. And
yeah,
I think Kojo and Chris Stapleton have that comparison a lot, like who's better. I think it's good for country to have it, but I mean, I'm taking Ella Langley over Megan. I've made that known, but I think it is very necessary. So I think it's
Yeah.
cool. Next, 2027 will be the year of Avery Anna. So we actually didn't talk about her too much since she released that new album. For one, I think she is a phenomenal singer. I think Danny Dawn is probably one of her favorites. One of my favorite songs by her, and then of course Indigo with Sam Barber. I don't.
I mean, honestly,
2027.
Indigo's fire.
Yeah, I don't know why they said 2027. She literally got best upcoming female artist this year, so I would say 2026 probably her year.
Yeah.
But sure, I mean, if
I mean, my favorite song by her is actually a cover. I mean, it's No More Tears with Ozzy.
Yeah, I know what
so
it is.
good. So
you
good.
do love that song.
I do love that song.
So I mean, I'm not. I'm not. I mean,
I'm not
sure.
going to take that from her at all. But I think this year could be big for her as well.
Yeah. Next, you got Parker McCollum is the most entertaining artist to follow on Instagram. I'm going to agree with that.
Me too.
He runs his own Instagram, and he posts whatever he wants. He live streams on Instagram. I think he's hilarious. So I agree 100%.
Parker's one of those people who does not care either. Big fan of that.
No, they don't. They don't at all. So I agree with that. And then next, two more. Randall King is the closest thing we'll get to Joe Diffie for a while.
I mean, there's a lot of distinct differences between the two. A lot of Randall stuff is slow. A lot of Joe Diffie's is not. But I mean, teach their own on this one. Truly, I think Randall King is fantastic. Love Randall King, but I mean, he's Joe Diffie. There's not going to be much like Joe Diffie.
Yeah, I mean, look, Randall King's music is good. I like his music. I think he's got that very unique country sound to him. Joe Diffie, though, comparison, it's big shoes.
Yeah.
I will say. But, I mean, if he does, cool. If he doesn't, I don't know. And then, a new Brad Paisley album would fix America. No. Yeah, we haven't talked about Brad Paisley. I would love to hear his music again. The only problem is, these people that blew up in the early 90s to 2000s, it's like their albums they release now try to sound too much like now. If they would just release what they were releasing back then now, it's still going to blow up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to fix America or not.
The last thing we got from him was Snow Globe Town, and I didn't even listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's a Christmas album. So, I mean... And that was in 2025. But, I mean, Brad Paisley from back in the day, fantastic. Whiskey Lullabies. I mean, I'm going to miss her.
I'm going to miss her.
It's a great. But, I mean, if he dropped something that sounded like him back in the early 2000s, he'd be fine.
It would. I think it'd be great. Only issue is a lot of these guys don't, you know. And that's kind of how I am about George Strait's new album. I think George Strait's new album he released a couple years ago was trying to fit into now, and I didn't like it. Besides MIA, going MIA to MIA, I thought that was great.
That was great.
But either way, that does close out the portion of Country Central. Now, our favorite part, the last part of every pod that we're going to do is Hot Take of the Week. One a person of Hot Take of the Week. Lee, what you got for us?
Hold on.
In the comments, y'all agree? Y'all agree, disagree, throw in your opinions.
I had something and I forgot what I was going to say. I mean, it's not really a hot take. Are we doing it just on country music or just in general?
Just in general. Because like I said, the pod's not just about country. It's about everything. It's about us. It actually literally says golf, country, life, all types of stuff. So
I don't really know. I guess I could do the hot take that we talked about in the truck that one day, where I was saying that I think there's certain beers for certain situations. I think there are certain beers for certain situations. So if you're on a beach, drink a Corona. Heck yeah. during the summer. Drink yourself like a little beach beer or summer beer.
But
Cool.
technically, it wasn't Corona in the truck.
What did? Oh, I said Michelob. I said
Yeah,
Michelob.
exactly. You
Okay,
picked
and that's
the
true. That's
girliest beer
true.
of all time.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So drink yourself a Michelob during the summer. Okay. If I'm sitting by a fire, it's probably gonna be a Busch Light. Probably gonna
That's
be a Busch
fair.
Light. But I think there are certain beers for certain situations. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think if you're gonna have something, that's there has to be a certain beer for that situation. I don't really know if that's a hot take or not.
Me personally, I don't think it's a hot take, but I wouldn't agree with it. I think you can have whatever beer you want any certain point of time. Like for me, I mean, I'm gonna drink a Miller Lite or I'm gonna drink a Busch Light. At the function, if I come, I mean, for one, if I come to a function, I bring my own beer.
Yeah.
Um, but if I show up to a house and I didn't bring beer, but there's beer being served, I'm going to drink whatever's there. I do, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a Michelob hater. I'll drink a Michelob any day of the week, but I think it is the girliest beer for men to drink.
That's a
Personally.
wild take for me. That's a wild take for me.
I don't think that's a crazy take. I think it's a very valid take. I think people drink Michelob because it's, the superior light beer. It's a lie.
No, people drink Michelob because it goes down the easiest.
Corona premieres.
Okay.
Those are lighter than a Michelob. So therefore, Corona is officially the lightest superior beer.
No, 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 no,
It is, technically.
no. It's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
A
Because
Corona
why is
Premier-
Michelob saying they're superior light beer?
Huh?
Why are they saying they're the superior light beer?
Because that's their thing. They say they're the superior light beer. That's their thing. It's good. I mean, it worked, didn't it? What did we said the whole time? Feed into it. Lean into it. Come on. Miller High Life. The champagne of beers. They lean into it.
Sure.
It's the
But
same
you
thing.
don't see people drinking Miller High Life at a
Because it's ass.
ballroom.
Miller High Life.
I mean, it's in my opinion, that's where it goes. I can drink any beer. I think all beer is pretty much the same. I think domestic beer is different. I think Mexican beer is different for sure. It's got a more distinct taste. But here's the thing. I've drank enough now to where if you put a Michelob, a Miller Lite, a Busch Light, probably a Natty, I could probably guess all of them. True.
Hold on, but weren't you the one at the beginning of the podcast saying all beers taste the same?
They do taste the same, but I just said that I've drinking enough of them to probably be able to pick out. But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, once you have over 5 beers, doesn't matter what it tastes like anymore.
You know what? I could probably get behind that.
That's what my take is. Like, if you're gonna have a night where you're drinking and you're drinking, after 6 beers, someone could hand you whatever, and it does not matter what it tastes like because you're already hitting that point. It doesn't matter.
Okay. You know
Now,
what? I can get behind that one.
Here is my hot take. Man. What do I want it to be? That's what I think about. Is all the things. What's one you think I've said where you're like, what the hell did he just say?
I don't know. I really don't. I really don't.
I'm trying to remember what a good hot take of mine was.
Because you are full of them.
Yeah, I throw out a couple hot takes here and there. Oh, I think a guy that also doesn't get talked about enough, Jake Worthington. He is a
He's good.
80s, if I've ever heard
He's
of
good.
it.
He's good.
And he's a very young guy, but he's good. Man, I'm trying to think.
I do have one more hot take if you want me to.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead then.
I think Be Her is better than Choosing Texas.
I just want to be her. I just want to be her. I just want to be her.
Be Her so bad it hurts. So bad it hurts.
I mean, yeah, look, I don't even know if that's a hot take. I think both of those are good songs. I think you could listen to either one and you're probably going to vibe out to it. I'm trying to think
fair.
of a hot take of mine. Oh, you know what I hate the comparison of? Like, I guess it's a hot take. Sure.
Okay.
This might be a hot take. Coke Zero and Diet Coke. They taste the same.
Oh no, they do not.
I
No,
think they
they
do.
don't.
That's not even me joking. Like, I can drink either one of them and be fine with it. Like, here's the thing: Diet Pepsi tastes the same to
No,
me.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I genuinely believe so.
No, no, no.
What's
There
the
is
difference between a Coke Zero and a Diet Coke? I always hear Coke Zero tastes like a real Coke, and Diet Coke is Diet Coke.
that's that's correct. A Coke Zero tastes like you're drinking a regular Coke.
But what's the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke? They're
I don't
both
know.
zero calories.
It could be the aspartame. Who knows?
They're
It could
in
be
both.
the aspartame getting to me.
They're in
Um,
both.
but there's a distinct difference between a Diet Coke, a little fridge cig, and a Coke Zero. I mean, when I drink a Coke, okay, this might be a weird take. If when I drink a Coke, it leaves like this weird film in my mouth, like a regular Coke, like a regular Coke.
I love a regular Coke.
No, dude, I don't like a regular Coke. It has to be a Diet Coke or nothing.
Oh my god.
No, I think that is a extremely hot take.
You're
I
crazy.
don't think they taste the same.
I just don't. I guess for me, I just don't taste differences in many drinks. I mean, unless it's like a real soda, like if it's an actual Coke and an actual Dr Pepper, or like a. Oh, I will say, I think you and me both. Well, actually, you don't agree, Mr. Pibb and Dr Pepper.
Oh, Mr. Pibb over Dr. Pepper any day.
That's the thing. Either one I'll drink. I think they're the same.
It's not the same.
I really do think they're. I think those two are like an RC Cola
Oh,
and a regular Coke are the same thing.
no, they're
Don't
not.
care.
RC Colas are banger. Regular Cokes are not that good.
I think they're the same exact thing.
No, they're not.
I really do. I think they're exact same.
No.
But also, I guess like back in the day, growing up, I was a big soda guy. Like I love all soda. Like I love a Sprite. Oh, 7-Up and Sprite, same thing. There's no difference in a 7-Up and a Sprite.
I can get behind that one.
I think a ginger ale is damn near the same thing as Sprite.
No.
I really do. There's no way those are hot takes. There's no way.
Ginger ale definitely has a distinct different taste than a Diet Coke or a Sprite.
Okay. Oh, what's the best hangover drink? I think this matters.
Honestly, brother, give me like a Gator Light and a water. Like a Gator Light and a water, and I'll be set for that.
I go straight for those Pedialytes, like the real legit ones. I
Yeah.
go straight for those, but you know me, I drink those right before I go to bed.
Yeah.
So
But
hot
yeah,
takes, though.
Gator
I think
Light-
for now on, when I think of a hot take, I'm gonna have to write it down. So for when we do a pod,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can, because like I'm trying to think of some ones I've said that are like. I mean, I guess a hot take is Kojo being better than George Strait. But then again, I mean, yeah, people are just gonna. It's kind of like the MJ LeBron debate. They're gonna argue rings, and they're gonna argue how many number one singles does George Strait have compared to Kojo. So I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing, but you know, I think.
I mean, it's definitely those.
Yeah, I guess you could argue Keith Whitley and George Strait, but I don't know if it's a hot take or not. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, man. It's a each their own type of thing.
Yeah.
Every hot take, everything's in each their own. I mean, with George Strait and Kojo, it's a little bit wild. Completely two different eras of country music. It's hard.
I don't know though, but they're pretty much the exact same. I mean, Kojo loves George Strait. He said his whole thing is based off of George Strait.
And I'm gonna say this. If you talk to someone who grew up listening to George Strait, they're going to argue the hell out of George Strait is king of country.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. People that yeah, but that's the thing. Dads also listen to a ton of country music. The difference is though, people that think George Strait's the king of country is because it's that narrative of growing up. Oh yeah, George Strait's the best in country music. Well, you never listened to Keith Whitley then. Because if you can't have a little argument that Keith Whitley is or could have been better than George Strait, something's wrong with you. Which means you haven't listened to actual country.
I do say, like, I agree with the fact that if things didn't happen to Mr. Keith Whitley.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hands down. 100%. 100%. Yeah. I'll have to write down some hot takes. But this, I will say this, this week, like end of week, weekend, we have a lot going on. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be one of those eventful ones. Thursday, we got bingo night, which sounds crazy. Sounds like an old person thing to say, but these bingo nights are hilarious. They're fun. Friday, we've got Lake Fest, which is going to be a blast. We've got someone I would love to get on this podcast is Tyler. He's one of our good buddies that we know. He does country music. I don't know, actually.
He's more of like a rock.
Yeah, I mean, but he does those covers where it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Tyler's music is really good. I'm actually going to pop up here his new album he just released. That's a really good album. I'm trying to find it. It's called Big Fish by Tyler Nichols. He released it on March 17th. It's 13 songs, and me and Rain were listening to some of his songs, and that boy can sing. But he's going to be performing at Lake Fest, so we're going to go see him. Probably get some footage of that. And that'll be on Friday, and then we'll come back and do a podcast Friday night, which will be interesting.
And we'll have Sam Barber isn't Sam Barber's album coming out Friday? Is that what
it's already
out?
out?
Oh, it's already out. So we'll rate that on Friday.
Sam Barber's album is already out, and then we'll. Tyler, though. I'd love to get Tyler on here. Just to kind of talk about his journey so far. Still being an up-and-coming artist. But, he played over at where we're going to play bingo, actually. He played over there, and then he literally left from there and went straight to Gulf Shores to perform again. So I would love to have him on eventually. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Let him talk about his new album and his journey. So, guys, we got some exciting things with this podcast, the revamp that we've said. I want to get some people on here that we know, some people that we don't know. I want to talk country music. I think that's one thing that me and Lee get into the most about is country music. And, I want to film some more things outside of the podcast, even when deer season's not fully in. And, we got some exciting things coming, but I think this was great. Besides that, that's all I got.
That's all I got. I'm good.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed it, it's going to be posted. We're going to try to pop out a couple of these. And if you want to sponsor, come sponsor your boys down here at Lock 4. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that. That could always be awesome.
Lee, what are some motivational words you got before we end this?
Motivational words.
Sounds like you were so prepared for that.
I was not at all. Man, just live life. Live life to everything it can be. Don't worry about tomorrow. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, be right with the Lord when it happens.
Yeah.
No. Live life the way you want to live your life.
Yep. And I think one of the biggest ones I got is, if you got a chance, take it, Kojo. I think that speaks a lot of volume. If you got a chance, take it. And if you've got a chance to go strive for a dream of yours, go take it. But you better dive in 110%, because if you don't, you'll regret that decision. So either way, guys, enjoy your night. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This was a long one, almost an hour and a half. Yeah. But like I said, when we get to talk about the things we want to talk about and be who we are and not turn into a narrative, I think it allows us to, honestly, could sit here for
hours.
Lord knows how long.
Yeah.
So either way, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. We will be back in a couple days. Lee, continue to stay fresh, my boy.
See you, dog.